You clicked on the video, you know what it is. It's that time again. It's AMIIBO hunting with me, Mike. So I shot this last week. Last week when the Animal Crossing amiibos came out, were available to the public. And that kind of happened by accident. We were kind of getting the jump on early Christmas shopping and went to Best Buy. And there they were. So I decided to shoot a bit of a video. I only went to 2 places today. So let's see what my local Best Buy and my local Walmart had to offer in the ways of amiibos. So, join me. Windy out and we're going into Best Buy. So we're here at Best Buy, and as you can see, we got the Animal Crossing set that came out in the 3-pack and the individuals. I'm not a big Animal Crossing fan these days. Yeah, modern Mario in from the last time I was here. And the Splatoon. And you got your same old, yeah, Link. You can go check out the other display. There we go. We got Nook. Looks pretty cool. We got the same olds. No Splatoon 3-pack, but tons and tons of Animal Crossing. And we got classic Mario still. So, let's get going and see what else we can find. Well, because it's not an amiibo hunting video without me going to my local Walmart, here we go. Hopefully we don't get hit by a car. So, we barely made it. But let's see if they got anything interesting here. It's always the same old junk here. I had a silver Mario for once. Some Links. Mario and Dr. Mario as always. A pink Yoshi. There's only one. Omar's in the back. There's a Ganondorf as I drop poor Omar. Hold on. Ink boy and ink girl crushing the shit out of the package, so I wouldn't come here to buy Omar. Nothing interesting. It's kind of unfortunate we don't see any of the Animal Crossings out here. And then they have these stupid pipe stands. The same for $1 less than what an amiibo costs. Here we go. We got that's pretty neat, but that's not what we're here for. We have the amiibo pack for the Animal Crossing game. Is there anything over there? We got the 3-pack here. And that's about it. What a lazy amiibo day. Anyways, this was kind of a waste of time. There's not even one character I want to pick up, so let's head back to the game room, I guess. So here we are, back in my game room. Unfortunately, I didn't pick anything up. I regret that because I really, really wanted Nook, and I can't believe I didn't pick him up. But as you see, my Best Buy was jam-packed, but that was day 1. So I'm going to go back later and see if they still have them and hopefully get them. Nook is the only Animal Crossing character besides KK Slider that I would like, but I'm not willing to buy the 3-pack to get KK. Plus, he's not one on the list, so what do? I also went to my EB Games before I shot any of this footage, and like you know, I don't shoot in there. I kind of got permission that I can shoot in there now, so that's pretty cool, and hopefully I'll start doing that. They had some of the retro 3-packs still, and they got a shipment of 4 Zero Suit Samus, which I didn't pick up, and she is one of the main characters on my list. It's just this close to Christmas, it's hard to justify buying yourself something instead of buying people you care about or friends. I guess you care about them too. Something. So I didn't pick myself up anything, and that's what goes in my mind when I'm looking at amiibos. And they also had Ganondorf and some of the modern Marios. I kind of feel like I ripped you off on this episode. So why don't I give you a little bit of a game room tour of my game room. So let me get something out of the way before I get and show you it. It's still in progress. Sure, all the consoles are hooked up, and I got some knickknacks and toys and figures and crap and my amiibos. But in general, I need shelving, so it's still in work. And when I get it all done, I'll do a better detailed 100% done game room tour for you. So let's get started, shall we? So I figured because it's amiibo hunting, I'd start with my amiibo wall. Sorry for the glare, but there's my giant canvas painting print picture of Mario 3. Picked this up at Niagara Falls Comic Con from this really cool seller. They're called Retro or Rare Hunters. I'm sorry I messed that up. They're really good guys. If you're ever at a con and they're there, go and talk to them. We picked, they think they sell them for about $50 each, and sometimes even less. Really cool guys. Check them out. And then, as you already know, if you've seen previous videos, my amiibo collection. It's small right now because I'm not going for like a complete set. Just going for some characters I like. And then this is my custom Pac-Man. Me and the girlfriend made it. I would like to get another Pac-Man. And the slime down here. The neat thing about that is I painted it with glow-in-the-dark paint. The cover on it, or the packaging, not the cover, I designed it. It's supposed to look like a retro Ghostbuster package from when I was a kid. And I designed the back, and I gave all the little characters like Pac-Buster his own little blurb. So, they're modern. And then I'll start off at the top shelf. We got some knickknacks. The Splatterhouse mask was a gift from a friend. And my Donkey Kong board game I've had since I was a kid, Fox McCloud. The Blanca I got in a arcade block, a Puronage business card. This is one piece I like. Picked this up at a head shop one day. It's a Ron Jeremy pin with Ron Jeremy dressed as Super Mario because he did the porn version of that. That's a fun fact for you, sorry. So let's move down to my handheld collection. This is my Game Boy with most of the accessories. I'm missing the button pieces that come out and the speakers for the side. I'm on the hunt for those. Then we got my Game Boy Color, my black Game Boy, Game Gear, Tiger Arcade Ninja game. This is a Disney Toy Story Tamagotchi. I had that since I was a kid. Then Ace Ventura. This is signed by the voice actor who played Super Mario. I showed it off at the start. My Quantum bottle I made with push base. Oh, come on. There we go. And it's a nice light. This is my Nintendo DSi. There's two of them. There's actually one in that box. And then this is the SP 2 second editions and the Game Boy Advance. I'll give you an outlook. It's just one. Down here, now we're getting into the juicy stuff. This is my Rob the Robot. I've had him since I was a kid. I'm missing one of the gyros, unfortunately. And this is just a Crystal X box. This gold one here is modded. It's got all Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and 64 games on it. There's the booklet to Rob. Power Glove I've had since I was a kid. This here is my modded Xbox. I modded this one to just be a main box. I painted this myself too. It's got over 500 arcade games. And lately when I've been doing the live streams, this is what I've been using to do arcade ones, because right now people are playing Fallout, Halo, Call of Duty, and soon Battlefront, Star Wars Battlefront. So I figured, why not mix it up and play some arcade games. Down here, this is my Sega Genesis, Streets of Rage, a really hurting copy I picked up at a thrift stores in there. Next is my 64 with GoldenEye. My Super Nintendo with my reproduction cart of Earthbound. Sega Saturn. PS1 with mod chip. 2 GameCubes. I'm trying to slowly collect the variants of GameCubes. This is a knockoff plug-and-play system. And then we have a regular modded Wii, and that has everything you can play on there. So here's my TV, me and my PJs. And there's some knickknacks, my neck video game Godzilla. And clock's not right. That's my Space Invaders bottle opener. If we open up this with my pure ownage patch, start with this side. So, I have it all hooked up to splitters. One splitter is for both boxes, and this has the systems. And here we have a red Wii, my Nintendo version. So, I can get on that. Oh. There we go. My red Wii, my original white Wii, that was been through hell and back, and a black one. Good thing about this black one, I can tell you, is that I actually picked that one and the one that fell on the floor up at a thrift store for only $8 for both of them. Inside here, nice, you can see it. I was scared about that. I got two PS2s, the fat and the slim, and my pride and joy, my NES. And this is my exact one from when I was a kid. I had not to replace anything on it yet. Knock on wood, I'm scared to do that. And it works fine. And now I'm going to get to live streaming on that stuff. And then we have my two zappers. And they're gray tips. You can see, they're both gray tips. I don't own any orange ones. I should go and do that. So let's take a look at some of my game collection. This is my futon with my cool retro Pac-Man bedsheet. So, my pure ownage sign. So prepare yourself for this. This is just a pile because I'm still in progress here. This is a bin full of disc games. PlayStation, Xbox, Xbox One, Wii, DS, PlayStation Original. And this is my original 64 from when I was a kid. It's kind of skittish. It only wants to play when it wants to. Picked some sheets up at a thrift store not too long ago. Can make some curtains out of them. I found me some Pokemon and some Super Mario. So they're just here for now. And we got some Guitar Hero guitars. This is my original Super Nintendo. I gotta get the AV cord plug. This is one that I had since I was a kid as well. Got some magazines. And let's not forget some controllers. And a chomp hat that my grandmother made. And I love it. It's pretty funny, eh? But over here, I have 2 minutes of battery. Let's see if we can do this. So we got some knickknacks. And this is a deluxe carrying case for the Sega Game Gear. It's actually got a Game Gear and it's full of games and all the accessories except the TV and the radio add-on. So that's pretty cool. Got some of the gold Burger King Pokemon cards. These have been mine since, well, the Pokemon movie first came out. And my E.T. Atari cart. And the mostly unknown Game Boy Color one. I keep them up there. They're playable. And I got the Pikachu. Some Mario knickknacks. The McDonald ones. And these are blind boxes. And the Wario is a remote control as the Bowser is a pushback. Got some arcade tokens. I'm going to get a frame for them. This is a Fallout New Vegas chip. This is one of my favorites. It's my Sonic Generation figure. My girlfriend got it for me for our anniversary. I thought that was pretty cool. And the window box is really nice. This is something I picked up at a dollar store. It's a Japanese soccer Luigi. Pretty weird. My Japanese Pokemon clock. Too bad there's not batteries. He's kind of terrifying when he goes off. prototype figure, a gift from a friend. Back here, unfortunately, it gets wedged in the back. Not Link. That is the Donkey Kong Country promotion VHS. They made a bunch of them, but that's the only one I have. But let's take a look at my game collection. It's not the biggest around, but it's mine. So most of the Super Nintendo games are games I had since I was a kid. Same with most of these. So we'll just kind of give you a close-up. Yeah. As you can see, I have all 3 Marios, and then I have a Mario 3 complete in box. I actually got this from a friend for modding his Wii for him. Bucky O'Hare, Donkey Kong. I'm trying to actually get a set of black box games. I'm actually one black box game short from being halfway done, which is kind of cool. Let me put this back. My Super Nintendo collection. I always enjoyed Super Nintendo. I should really start picking some up. And if you're Canadian, you know we're not as bad as the Australians, but our prices are pretty high. It's unfortunate. My Super Game Boy. And this is another reproduction. It's actually a reproduction of a hack game. It's called Super Mario World Return to Dinosaur Land. So they took Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo and they made this whole game, redid it. It's pretty fun. I'm actually planning to do a bit of it on a live stream. I'm aiming for Saturday because Thursday, if everything looks good, we're going to be doing a 007 one. So come and join us. Follow me on Twitter at FatMikeTPK for the Pale Kids. And about an hour before I start, I usually give a heads up that I'm going to start. Oh, sorry, I guess I didn't say anything. These are my Sega Genesis games. It's not a big collection. I always feel bad. I should get one. And yes, I do have 2 Sonic 2s in a case with tape. One of them's just like an actual buy version, and one's the not for resale version. This was a premium collection, reward for the Club Nintendo. My 64 collection. Sorry. And as you can see, they're all like lined up. But when I get the room complete, I'll give you a better tour. And down here, it's just some random disc games. Some of these are some of my favorites. Wii games. Conquer Reloaded. I literally picked that up at a Comic-Con not too long. I got an actual good deal. I'm actually in the middle of making a kind of like a Game Chasers episode. So, yeah. This Aussie case actually has random disc games that when I buy games that don't come in cases, I just put them in there. Down here, it's my Wii Fit board and some history books. I like video game history. And this is another reproduction cart of the Super Mario Return to Dinosaur Land. They sent me one and the chip didn't work. And here we have some more accessories, some inbox. This here is actually full of Game Boy games. That's where I keep my Game Boy games for now. And my controllers. We've all seen controllers. So I want to show you one more cool thing, maybe 2, and then we'll wrap this up. So this is my Game Boy case. I wanted to show this off. So inside we have a whole nother Game Boy. That's 1 out of 3. I had 4, sold 1 to a friend. And up here is just some empty cases. But eventually I'd like to get some doubles of games and put them in there as a display piece. I do like having my little display pieces. So that's pretty cool. And this is a 360, and I'm not for sure if it works or not. I picked it up at a thrift store, but my 360 that's in the living room, it actually doesn't hook up to this. It's got a whole different cord system. I do have a Wii U. It's in my living room. I have an Xbox One as well. That's also in the living room. It's not in the game room. We use those for streaming, and the HD is nice. So there's my Amiibo hunting game room tour for this week. I don't know when the next time I'll be doing a amiibo hunting video, but there's always other videos on Pale Productions. I do top 5 videos, stuff that interests me. I've got Bottoms Up, which is a beverage tasting review show. I've been doing live streams, so come back anytime, check out what I got. I know, like I said earlier, the game room's still under kind of construction, but if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Tell me what you think. Tell me what amiibos you picked up this week, if any. And until next week, happy hunting. Thanks for watching.